Oh, Portugal, how are you so beautiful? At this point in my life, whenever I travel, it's usually to connect with food I love or drinks that I drink. No surprise there. So when I got the opportunity to visit Portugal last month to discover the past, present, and future of Douro Valley wines, I grabbed my camera so I could take you along with me to experience this beautiful place. This is the Douro Valley, and it's where port comes from, my friends. Yes, port. That delicious, fortified, sweet dessert wine we see on wine lists and store shelves. Of all the wine regions I've been to, I'm gonna say this one is the most majestic. That's the right word. The Douro Valley is named after the Douro River, which has carved its way to create steep, very steep mountainsides. So all of these vineyards in this region are terraced, and many of them are just 1 or 2 rows at a time, and all of the grapes are hand harvested. It might only take you about 5 minutes to go from place to place by boat, but if you were driving around like we were, the same distance could take you an hour. If you get motion sick, like me, my friends, definitely have some peppermint on hand. It's sunny, it's hot, and it's dry here, which really concentrates the grapes when they're out in the vineyards. And that's what gives port that signature intense berry richness. And the further inland you go, the hotter and drier it gets in the summertime, which in the middle of the day makes it a perfect time for an afternoon beverage. And this is one that I totally fell in love with while I was visiting, and I definitely think that we should start drinking of more in the States. White port and tonic. Obviously that's like a gin and tonic, but it's pleasantly sweeter and really refreshing on a warm day. After the grapes are harvested from port, they're pressed. Traditionally, this was done by foot, but these days we have automatic lagers that can do the job precisely, mimicking the weight and duration of people actually stomping the grapes. After the wine is fermented and fortified, it travels back down the river to Porto, or actually more specifically, Vila Nova de Gaia, which is across the river, where the temperatures are cooler and a little more consistent, which is perfect for these wines to age and develop. And all port will spend some time in oak, which is a big deal for port producers. Cockburns actually has their own team of coopers, and many of these guys come from 4 or 5 generations of barrel making. As a wine geek, seeing this in action was so cool. At the end of the day, my favorite part about visiting Portugal, no surprise here, was experiencing how we enjoy port and how they do it in Portugal, which is at the lunch or dinner table, sharing it with new friends and learning new things with one another. So the next time you have a glass of port, whether it be ruby or tawny, remember this gorgeous place it comes from and the hard work that went into making it. Because with great food and great wine, we've got a great life. Cheers, friends. Enjoy.